is Alan North. I'm currently a technical manager of Yamaha South Africa. My history goes back with Yamaha, back to the early days when I was a kid. When I finished school at 18 years old, I joined, as it was known then, Charlie Young Yamaha as an apprentice motorcycle mechanic. And of course at the time I was racing 50cc buzz bikes. And I won a Natal championship and then another one, and then Charlie Young sponsored me on bigger racing bikes. And after I'd finished my apprenticeship, I qualified as a motorcycle mechanic. That was in 1974. In South Africa, I won the 350 road racing championship in 1973. In 1974, they had what we call the production bike racing class, which is kind of like the superbikes of today, which I won that championship. In 1975, I went overseas and started competing in Grand Prix. And I had some success the first year. I finished third in the Spanish Grand Prix towards the end of the year. And at that time, it was very difficult to get entries into Grand Prix if you weren't known. So that got my name out there, and the following year I could enter all the Grand Prix. Probably my biggest success was winning the Italian 350 Grand Prix on this bike that you see here, which is now 41 years old. I bought this bike back from a chap in Holland who had restored it to the condition it was in at the time that I won the Grand Prix. Going back to the Italian Grand Prix, it was at the Imola circuit, beginning of May. I qualified on pole position, and during the race in those days it was push start. So I pushed off, I got a good start, took off in the lead. I pulled out about a 3 or 4 second gap, which I held until probably 4 or 5 laps towards the end. And then I lost my clutch. The lever pulled out of the pivot, so I had no clutch. And in those days on a 2-stroke, if you get a seizure, you need to have that clutch to pull in. So I thought, well, should I pull into the pits? I'm now leading this Grand Prix. First time I've got a chance to win one. 4 laps, I decided now I'm going to ride without the clutch, take a chance. And I lost about half a second a lap, changing down without a clutch. And in the end, I managed to win the race by 1 second. But I was determined, I wasn't going to stop. Yeah, I think the Yamaha brand, it's a strong brand. It's always been known as a quality product. It's obviously changed over the years from the earlier bikes to the more modern bikes, but it's still a really quality product and excellent brand. End of June I will be retiring, and well, after that it'll be a new chapter in my life. I'll probably still tinker a bit with restoring old racing bikes or something along those lines. I'm Alan North, and I ride Yamaha.